Rick and Morty comic ends 2025. The End Miniseries teaser breakdown. Economic time scoop. Hey everyone. Welcome back to the channel. If you're searching Rick and Morty comic end 2025 or Rick and Morty, The End Miniseries teaser, this video has your ultimate breakdown. From the Economic Times exclusive report on September 15th, 2025, Oni Press is wrapping up a decade of Rick and Morty comics with a 6-issue finale called Rick and Morty, The End, launching December 3rd, 2025. Is this the chaotic goodbye fans feared? We'll dive into the plot tease, creators, why it's ending, and what it means for the franchise. If you're a Rick and Morty superfan or into comic news, subscribe and comment. Sad or excited for finale? Let's portal into the details. Starting now. First, the big announcement. Oni Press, who've published Rick and Morty comics since 2015, just dropped a teaser for Rick and Morty, The End. After over 100 issues, this miniseries feels like the curtain call. The Economic Times calls it a potential end to their run, with the press release stressing this title is not some kind of artful metaphor, folks. It's literal. The beginning of the Yendi starts here. Why now? Likely the license wrapping up after a decade of wild stories, spin-offs like Rick and Morty Presents, and crossovers such as Rick and Morty vs. Dungeons and Dragons. Fans are buzzing online. Some see it as a bold close. Others worry about losing the comics' edgier tales that TV can't touch. Versus the Adult Swim show, which is renewed for Season 8, the comics were a bolder playground. Tip: if you're collecting, snag back issues on Comixology now. Prices might spike post-announcement. Now the plot tease, pure Rick and Morty chaos. The 6-issue arc follows Rick Sanchez as a multiverse's most wanted man, with a massive bounty drawing hunters like governments, mobsters, pirates, and even circus clowns. Morty Smith, Rick's grandson, and Spacebeth, his daughter, are on the hunt to bring him in, dead or alive. Expect betrayals, interdimensional chases, and that signature dark humor. It ties into the ongoing Rick and Morty vs. the Universe arc, set in the Parmesan universe. Pronounced Parmesan for that extra absurdity. The Economic Times teases a fantastically fatal finale, hinting at high stakes and possible loose ends from past issues. For Rick and Morty, The End plot 2025, this bounty hunt could explore family dynamics and Rick's recklessness like never before. Viewer hook. Imagine Morty turning bounty hunter. What a twist. Pause and picture the portals flipping open. Creators bring fresh fire. Written by Daniel Kibblesmith, known for Loki and Adventure Time comics, and illustrated by Jarrett Williams, who's worked on Black Panther and Speed Force. Their styles promise explosive art and witty scripts. Kibblesmith's humor fits Rick's sarcasm perfectly. Oni Press hypes it as the capstone to 10 years of multiverse madness. Release date: December 3rd, 2025, for the first issue, with all 6 wrapping the story. Quotes from the press release add hype. After 10 years and 100-plus issues, the beginning of a Yendi starts here. It's not metaphorical. Expect a wild ride. Pro tip: pre-order on Oni Press or comic shops. Variants might drop for collectors. Retention question: what's your favorite Rick and Morty comic moment so far? Implications for fans and the franchise. This could end Oni Press's era, but the TV show thrives on Adult Swim. Season 8 incoming. Comics allowed riskier plots, like interdimensional wars not feasible on TV. If the license lapses, another publisher might pick it up, but fans fear a gap. The Economic Times notes online debates. Excitement for the finale versus sadness over losing a creative outlet. Broader impact? It spotlights how tie-ins evolve. TV core, comics expand. For collectors, this miniseries is must-have. Grab it to own the end. Fun fact: the original show started in 2013, comics in 2015, 10 years of portals. In summary, Rick and Morty, The End miniseries confirms the comic's chaotic close after 100-plus issues. Bounty Hunt drama starts December 3rd, 2025. Kibblesmith and Williams deliver a fitting finale. Will it portal to a new publisher? Sad or stoked? Like if this tease hyped you, sub for comic news, share. Thanks, wubba lubba dub dub.